Hello everyone, my name is Colton Sproul. I'm team lead for Team Kale, and I'll be navigating through my area of the level. As the scrapper starts out, this is Bob's bedroom. He does not have a bed at the moment, but he will move over this way. Here we'll see our first charge cell. We'll be collecting these throughout the level in order to open up different interactions and objects. Down here, we'll find our first journal page as well as our first cash pickup. From here,
oh man, trapdoor activated. I gotta switch out this energy cube.
as indicated by Bob in the audio trigger, we gotta grab this cube here. And we are now moving up ahead and hitting this checkpoint. From here, we got a new objective on the list over here. It says go to the battery room and put away the dead cell. Bob's gonna make his way over there. He keeps fumbling. He dropped something down here. Here's one of the dead cells. We'll go grab that. And jump across the platforms. Oh, nope. You gotta jump, Bob. Here we go. Up the stairs here. Numbers indicate how many energy cells or energy cubes you need in order to open that specific door or in order to activate that interaction. From here, Bob will be making his way up the the walkway of the space capsule to his elevator. His elevator is made out of car doors. He keeps grabbing stuff from the scrapyard. Nobody's really going to stop him. And here, this is where he charges his energy cubes, and then he'll store them in a battery room. Oh, what are you doing, Bob? Don't hover. Let's go. Alright, there we go. And we made it way back down. From here, we got 5 charge cubes, and indicated by that number, that shows that we should probably use them on this door in order to open it. Now that we did collect them, we can actually go through to our first platforming puzzle. Bob's not a great jumper. Let's see how this goes. Up to the next one. Oh, there he goes. And we are going to crouch under this and move through, hitting our next checkpoint. And oh, there he goes. We'll grab the journal page here and move ahead. From here, there is another cash drop in here we'll grab. Bob's trying to make his way to the radio room in order to contact the Bastion to get a job for the day.
Scrapper, come in, are you there?
Audio there indicates that the radio is going off, and he's trying to make his way in there to respond. And here he is. He finally made it.
I'm here. I got here just in time. I got the radio. I need a job, though. You guys got a job for us today? This is Bob, by the way.
From here, we're going to grab this portable radio. We're going to take it and move towards this door. Exit here.
Okay then, Scrapper, I'll just be here, doing nothing. It's not like you need to go someplace at all. Now, what was that place called? Cranky's Crash Heap. Cranky's Trash Heap. Ah, Cranky's Junkyard, I think it was.
Alright, after that audio is done, he's navigating us to the scrapyard, and that is the end of my level. Next up is my teammate Tim.
Hello everyone, my name is Tim Richardson, and this is my level, Cranky's Junkyard. The player needs to power on the front gate in order to gain access to the junkyard, so the player is first going to pick up the jumper cables from the trunk of the car and attach them to the car battery, and make their way over to the side here and attach it to the power generator. And once that has been attached, the power can gain back to the building and back to the gate. The player will make their way over to the small office and press the button. Open up the front gate, making their way into the front parking lot area. The player can pick up the fire barrels with the grapnel and launch it at turrets. In the front parking lot, the player is first going to have to find the spare tire. The spare tire is located back here next to this light post. And once the player has found the tire, they'll make their way over to this car at the top of the hill and attach the tire to it. And once the tire is attached, they'll make their way to the back bumper and press E to play an animation that crashes the gate, leading to the back lot area. In the back lot, the player is going to need to find the key to the garage in this truck, then make their way around and take the car battery out of this car. Alright, once the player has both of those items, they'll make their way back up to the front parking lot area, to the main entrance of the garage, and use the key. And once they enter, the player will make their way to the small storage room and pick up the fire hose from this shelf and power on the power generator, which opens up a garage door and also activates this car lift. The player will press E at the button, the car will drop down, and the player will pick up the car battery and attach it to this car, which reveals the passcode leading to the office in which the car crusher manual is located. Once the player has the car crusher manual, they can use the car crusher asset. The player can press the button on the left to push out cube crush cars, and the one on the right for flat crushed cars. Right. The player is going to take one of the objects and throw it at the explosive barrel to destroy the car stack. It's hard to see in the video. I apologize. And the player is going to take a flat crushed car piece and place it into the gap. Once the players place that into the gap, they'll need to destroy this turret so they can safely navigate to the other side. And they'll come back and pick up a cube crushed car. Make their way over the gap. And then try to make it up to this ledge. But unfortunately, the electromagnetic crane is active and takes your cube up. So we need to disable it. So we're going to head back towards this fire. And just on the other side of the rubble there is a fire hydrant. The player will attach the fire hose that they found in the first garage and extinguish the fire. Once the fire has been put out, they can obtain the electromagnetic crane's manual in order to bring your cube back down. So once the player presses E on the button, it drops your cube back down into place, and the player can jump up to this ledge leading to the other side. On the other side, the player sees another car crusher asset they can use in this area. They can throw a cube crush car at this explosive barrel to destroy this causeway, or they can use a fire barrel. There's turrets in the right side of the wall that are shooting at the player, so the player needs to take these flat crushed car pieces and make barricades on the walls so the player can safely navigate with his next puzzle piece. Alright, once those are in place, the player will pick up the cube crushed car and place it on the scale to open up this gate, leading to the small room that has a pipe burst and water leading into it, and there's glass on two sides. So the player needs to find a way to break open the glass, so they are going to press E on the door, closing the door, fills up with water, breaking the door and the glass, leading to the next area. Once the player's in this next area, they're going to need to pick up this car battery and find a way inside the garage. So they're going to come behind this car and press E, play an animation, making the car roll down the hill into the fire, blowing up the back wall to this garage. Once the player has made their way into this garage, they need to find the garage key, or the office key on the shelf, and then they need to power on the power generator. Once the power generator has been active, a garage door will open. You will then go behind this car and press E to push it over the lift in order to complete our next objective, bridge the gap. Press E to activate the lift, and our bridge has been formed. The player will make their way on this small causeway, sneak behind this turret, wait for it to go by, and safely navigate across to collect the supercomputer microchip. And the player will use the office key on that panel, and then place the chip into the computer, revealing access to the next area.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Smith, and I'll be taking you through my level. As you can see, we've got several doorways here, and that little jump in the frame, if you turn around and look, you will see that the the tunnel has collapsed in. So as we make our way through the maze of lasers here, we'll find ourselves out on absolutely nothing. Okay, little minor glitch there. So as we make our way through the maze of lasers, you'll see we'll find ourselves at an old headquarters for the government facility. You're going to want to find a way into the government facility, and if you took any damage from the lasers or you have damage from the previous level, there's a health pack. In my level, you'll want to collect all of these audio logs. There are 3 on the beach. And there's our building that we're trying to get to. As you can see, it's completely surrounded by water. So we had to figure out how to get out there. Be careful of the collapsing floor. Grab the last audio log on the beach area. And we'll come up here to the top floor where this button is to call the water vader. You'll see that it turned on all the lights inside. And the player gets to go for a nice little joyride. So Bob's been working out. He's been doing a little P90X. You can come over here, put this password in, and make it across the platforms to get to the inside of the building. The password will also unlock the front door. Way to go, Bob. Way to go. All right. So now that we've entered the password, we're going to come in here and collect our first audio log inside, which unlocks this door here. You'll see that there is a force field. I would suggest trying not to run and jump into it. It is very damaging. Come to the computer over here to turn it off. Y to log in, enter to push the lever, and L to log out. And so, oh no, more lasers. So we're going to make our way to the other end of the hallway. We are going to collect another audio log and the terminal on the wall back here. You do not have to access this panel, but you can if you would like to disable the lasers. And before we leave, we're going to pick up the other laptop in this area. Having these items now that we can unlock this door. So you stand on the pressure plate and push E. If you have all the items, the door unlocks. We'll find another locked door, and we'll come down here and we'll collect the rest of the laptops and the audio logs. Get our money.
Go, money talk. Here comes the money.
We'll get one more laptop. Now the player can either choose to run the circle around to the end where it connects to the other wall, or they can use the piping to jump across. We'll have our final audio log up here. And if you notice that the rest of this facility has been flooded now, so it's time to exit out the door. You have all of your audio logs. You'll be able to enter in the tunnel and takes you to my next teammate's area, Russell.
Hello, this is Russell Dovervolney from Team Kale, and I am the Team Art lead. Here is my level, Burn Baby Burn. Here you can see that Bob is going to the meatpacking plant because he has a job to do. It might be called a meatpacking plant, but really it's a chemical plant, but for now Bob will just think it as a meatpacking plant. Here Bob, of course, being Bob, was clumsy enough to fall into a trap, and now he has to avoid all these lasers. Come on, Bob, there you go. Now he's inside a cave, and since he's going crazy, he thinks that people are dropping like dead flies, but at least if it's in his imagination, we can just pick up that ice pick right there. That might come in handy, right, Bob? Maybe. I don't know. And he's going even more crazy. Hearing sounds all over the place, just a person, an attacker. Oh, well, let's just pick up that fuel canister. And here we are into the meat locker room, because he thinks it's the meat packing plant, so of course there's a meat locker room. And some dead cows, just some meat cows, because Bob is going crazy. Oh, there's some money.
Here comes the money.
On that dead corpse, of course, but Bob doesn't care about corpses. Bob only cares about money. Here's you go. Oh, maybe we can use these ice picks to climb up this wall. There you go, Bob. Way to climb. Then avoid these lasers up here. Get the second fuel canister. Come on, Bob. This is not that hard to pick up the items. Here's some health pack if Bob took any damage, but Bob is pro, so he didn't take any damage at all. From these lasers are nothing. These lasers are nothing at all. Look at this. Look at this amazing skill that Bob is doing. Not even taking any damage. Those lasers were nothing. Let's just melt this ice wall. Really, Bob, the steam melts it, but I guess you just think there's a flamethrower. Here is the chasm. And Bob can choose to take the pipe, but he doesn't trust that pipe because it looks more stable, less stable than these the icicles do. And of course, Bob is having trouble with these jumps because Bob is not very good at jumps at all. There we go, let's melt this door. Again, the steam burned it down, but Bob thinks that he has a flamethrower still. Here's the boiler room. Just going to knock this down because it is getting a little bit hot in here, so the ice is more malleable. Avoiding more lasers. Let's just turn this on so Bob doesn't die of hypothermia, and he keeps on complaining it's too cold because Bob doesn't like the cold. Let's burn this door down. Again, the steam melted it. There's a collectible, but Bob is scared of boilers. Does not want to go in there. There's more lasers, just like a pro. What a pro, Bob. Not even hitting any of those lasers. There's a collectible, but Bob doesn't have time for collectibles. He has a job to do. So let's go to the third container and knock down this door and get the fourth fuel canister in this unloading bay. Here we go. There you go, Bob. Come on, this is your final chance to redeem yourself. See if you can do this jump or not. Go, Bob. Don't even take any damage at all. Oh, wow, Bob. Come on, at least make this jump. There you go. What a pro, Bob. Oh, God. Bob. Why'd you have to use your hacks? Bob, this is not the time for your hacks. Whatever. Let's just continue on. Melt down this ice closet. Bob, it's not the flamethrower. It's the steam that's melting it for the last time. Why are you going towards the health? You're at 100. That'll do nothing for, whatever, Bob. Then we go to search these cubicles. Come on, Bob. Go a little bit faster. Search through these cubicles. Oh, there's something. It's a match box. It's just some matches in a box. Isn't that awesome? Just melting this door. No, Bob, look. Look right there. You've almost fell down that hole. Do you want to go through the whole entire level again? Look, Bob, that melted it right there. You don't have a flamethrower. Go up to this door. Yeah, your tunnel. This is also you can't go back. This is a suicide mission. Yep, Bob, I know. It's been nice knowing you. But yep, let's just melt this. Again, the steam. Oh, and your flamethrower broke, Bob? Well, you never even had the flamethrower, so let's just use the matchbox. Light this fuse, press E, run away, and boom, Bob survives because Bob is amazing. And Bob finally did his job. So now he's just going to go on home. And that concludes the end of Team Kale's level. Thank you for watching.